is up, everyone? You didn't think I was gonna leave you hanging for a whole week, did you? You know better than that. Gotta at least do something. So, gotta get a lot of stuff ready for camp today. So today is probably gonna be more along the lines of kind of like a daily vlog. Still finishing up a few things. Gotta pack clothes, all that boring stuff. But we're gonna check out a few things around here. Gotta show you a few things. And then we're gonna get busy. Let's go. First things first, we have a Jeep J10 pickup truck. This is going to be a donor engine and transmission for a fire truck that me and my brother purchased. It is an antique fire truck. It actually is I believe it's a 60s Kaiser. It was an old military truck, and Kaiser, Jeep, same thing back in the day. They kind of had a melting pot type deal. So the engine and transmission should match up fine for this. So this is going to be a donor. My brother says that there's usable parts on here that we could sell. Pretty much everything is strapped together. The bed has a ratchet strap on it. The cab has a ratchet strap on it, holding it all together. I don't understand how in the world something like this gets beat up so bad. Like, what do you do to a grill to beat it up that bad? I mean, that's a shame. That could have been sold. But she definitely has seen better days. So worst comes to worst, we'll get a little bit of scrap out of it, right? It's always the goal. Try to find a little bit of scrap here and there. Let's walk down here and check out this food plot. Real quick, here's another example of how bad the sickle pod is here, thanks to organic farming, where they don't spray. It is, I mean, you just look between this row right here. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. You look all back in here, I mean, it's just as thick as it can be. Oh man, over here, huge sections of it. It only is different right here because it got mowed, but that's all sickle pod too. You can see where it was it's in the little rows there. Yeah, don't fall for organic farming. So, as you can see, the food plot was not a success this year. I did kind of some experimental stuff and it didn't work. So we threw some soybeans out at the last second. There are a few that came up. There's one, there's one. Most of this is weeds and sickle pod. I've tried to get rid of the sickle pod down here. It's not working. There's a few of the first type of kind of throw and grow seeds that we threw out the first time that took off, but the food plot was not a success this year. I learned a lot. I know what to do now. I know that just simply broadcasting and hoping that the weeds won't choke it out down here is not going to work. I know that plowing it up is not going to work. So next year we're going to go the professional route, and I'm going to see if I can find a small seed drill and get down here and actually do it the proper way, because this obviously doesn't work. So we do have some, like here's a couple of the original, like there's a turnip there, a couple here. I mean, there's just a few. It's not really anything to write home about. There's one. Most of it's weeds though. So we learned, you live and you learn, right? The soybeans were put out a little bit too late, I think. And we didn't get some rain for a while, so that's how it is. Anyway, that's a look at that. I've still got a few little small plots that are in little sections of woods. There's some back here where the throw and grow stuff actually does work. The weeds are not as prevalent, so you can kind of just pull the leaves and pine straw back and get you some bare dirt, and it works pretty well. But in an agricultural field, I have learned that without spraying and without proper, you know, management of everything, it just doesn't work. The grass and the weeds are going to overtake it. So that's why farmers spray. So it doesn't look like this. Hello. But yeah, you live and you learn. Still think we got a pretty good chance. We got a lot of deer sign back here. Haven't seen any monsters yet, but I think we'll be able to put some meat on the table. And that's what it's all about. Let's go see what else we can find. Also, the end of the last video, I forgot to tell you that the price for scrap is starting to go down. You know, it had been holding steady about $11 for a long time. But it was down to $10.75, and I talked to Zach and he said it was probably going to start going down even more over the next few weeks. So it couldn't stay high like that forever, you know. But we got a lot in while we could. So if you got it now, take it. I'm gonna unload this tank real quick, get the trailer on. This tank's going to be some target practice. I think I mentioned that last time. This thing's empty. I mean, it's empty as can be, but still got to have a hole in it. And I really want to see how accurate my 270 can be from farther than 200 yards. I'd like to see what happens with that. So I'm gonna hold on to this, see if we can put some holes in it. Get this out, trailer on, and then we're gonna go get the lawnmower. Let's go. All right, next stop is we got to get, I'm on the local volunteer fire department and I need to get my gear. Had to wash it. Someone was nice enough to help me get a head start on that. Whoa, I dropped my helmet. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna put all of our stuff together because I'm not gonna be needing it. I'm obviously not gonna be here. So we're gonna put all of our stuff together while it dries. We're gonna set it all over here. And I'm assuming that this is still very, very wet. I'm assuming that this is mine. Yes. So, you may not care to know, but Fire gear has outer shell and inner shell liner as well to protect you. So we're gonna hang this over here, spread it out. It's also really hot and muggy in this engine bay, so this doesn't really dry very quickly, but we're gonna lay all this over here, let it dry. So we got all that. And now, the way to properly do things is, since someone helped you, you help someone else. And there is some gear in here that got washed. So we're gonna take this out and we're gonna hang it up for them. Looks like it's just liners. So we'll take it over here and hang it up. It's the circle of life, right? All right. Trying to do this one-handed. Trying to help out and do it one-handed at the same time. All right, and then should have their name in it as well, so they'll know it's theirs. There we go. All set. Okay, all right, well, that's one more thing off the list. We're gonna back up out of here and try not to hit anything. Backing and filming doesn't always work. We're gonna try. We're gonna run down to the church. Gotta grab a few things out of there to take with us. Gonna throw the trash away, and then we are back home. Oh, this one's gross. Woo! Okay, so packing up the rest of the music equipment for our trip. A couple of boxes, totes of cables and electronic equipment. An extra mic stand, in-ear monitor system, guitar stand, and last but not least, my baby. She's gonna make the trip. I think we're set here. Let's get this in the truck. That is it, y'all. Thanks for sticking this one out. I know today's kind of been more on the vlog side, just a day in the life of kind of tying up loose ends, doing some daily tasks, that kind of thing. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Getting ready to leave tomorrow for camp, so if you are the praying type, the believing type, we would love to have your prayers for safe travel and a great week. I hope you all have a great week. This is obviously being recorded in the future for you. Well, is it the future? I don't know. How do you put that? You'll be seeing this a few days later. Put it that way. I look forward to being back and catching back up on all my scrapping duties. I do love some scrapping, so we're looking forward to that. So anyway, hope you all are having a great time, great week. We will see you